The video I'm going to be doing today is about Sunday being the Sabbath day for Christians, because some people have asked me, do we have evidence from the Bible that Sunday is the Sabbath day for Christians? And we do, so that's what the video is going to be on today. So if we start in Acts 20, and Acts 20 verse 5 is the first time that we see Luke in company with Paul. Verse 5 says, going before tarried for us at Troas. Verse 6 says, and we sailed away, where we abode 7 days. So Luke's with Paul, so he's an eyewitness of what's going on. But it also says they sailed from Philippi to Troas in 5 days, where we abode 7 days. So they're there for the whole 7 days, and the service is, verse 7 says, the service was upon the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread. Paul preached unto them, ready to depart on the morrow, and continued his speech until midnight. So if they're there the whole 7 days, they can pick what day the service is going to be on, and the service is on the first day of the week, which is Sunday. And Luke's an eyewitness of that, because we just read in the other verses that he's with him. So it goes down, the young man falls out the window, Paul brings him back to life. But for more evidence from the rest of the New Testament, if we go to 1 Corinthians 16, and it says, verse 2, and it says, upon the first day of the week, let every one of you lay by him in store, as God hath prospered him, that there be no gatherings when I come. So we already saw in Acts that it was the first day of the week. It's the first day of the week here, and he's talking about tithings. So they're not going to have a service on the Saturday, preaching and breaking bread, and then say, oh, we'll come tomorrow and give us your tithes. They're going to do it all on the same day, and that's what verse 2 is saying. And for people that are judging people on what day, especially if they're on the Sunday, Colossians 2:16, if we have a look at that, and it says, let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day or of the new moon or of Sabbath days. So that was a problem in early Christianity. The recently converted Jews were Judaizing, trying to Judaize Christianity. The whole book of Galatians is about that. And one of the problems was saying that Sabbath was the Saturday. It also says at the start of verse 16, let no man therefore judge you in meat. Well, that's another problem with Seventh-day Adventists, is they're judging people on eating meat. People that are in Seventh-day Adventists, they're commanded to not eat meat. And if we have a look what Paul says in 1 Timothy 4, he says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidding to marry. That's Catholicism. Priests, brothers, nuns, they're not allowed to marry, commanding to abstain from meats. Catholicism is a little bit in there because of Lent, especially in the old days. The whole of Lent, they were told to abstain from meats. Probably not so much now. I think it's Good Friday and maybe the Fridays leading up to Easter, but that's more of a sacrificial thing they count it as. Whereas Seventh-day Adventists, they're commanding that as a way of life, as a doctrine. And Paul clearly says there that that's a doctrine of devils. And if anyone's read the writings of Ellen G. White, the Seventh-day Adventist, the ones that Seventh-day Adventists hold up, her writings on why they don't eat meat and about animals, it's nearly bordering on what Paul says in Romans 1:25, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So that's the problem with Sabbath and commanding to abstain from meats. So that's the video for today. Thanks for watching, and God bless.